Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to another Melon report. Hey, look at me. I'm here. I'm live. A week from when I said I was gonna be live, we not we not absent. So, what up, RV? So I'm trying to I'm laughing because the last time I said this last stream, last time I said, yo, we're going to weekly streams. Last time I told you that, I was known for too much. But that wasn't on me. But I mean, that was just this is the holiday season, man. We was busy, we had something to do, and I'm gonna stop talking about that because now we're here and now we're in the new year 2022. Um, but I hope everybody has had a good week since I last saw y'all. It was great being back on streaming, to be on the platform, and I really hope that you guys are having some great streams. Today is kind of like just a Q&A day, like not really too much to go over for in that regard. I do have a couple of things that I do want to bring up. More specifically, some issues that I've been seeing on the support end of side, because now I'm kind of getting back into that. Welcome in, Tech for Your Needs. Also, some another question I've been getting on Twitter a lot, because I've been replying to some of the comments on Twitter about DMCA music and music that you can be playing on your stream. So we'll go over some of that today. And at some point I'm gonna have these big old these honk old headphones on, because you know they big, but I gotta be able to hear the music that's playing. So I hope y'all don't mind that too much. And generally when we do these streams, I don't have background music playing as much as I would love to have it playing. But it just makes it easier to edit at the end of the day. But to this one, this again, we do this for y'all. Much respect is 1080 60 frames per second comes. So here's what we found with the 60 frames per second. If we want to, because I think it goes without saying, and I think a lot of our demographic isn't, maybe not be leaning towards this way, but it's something that we can't ignore. Is like we want to be able to get a hand in that gaming market as well, so streaming games. And to order to do that, I feel like we have to have 60 frames per second. So I feel like it's got to be on the horizon. And I know we've been doing, and I don't want to give away too much. I know we've been testing with the 30 frames that we do have, and it's been okay. I even tested some Monster Hunter Rise, or Monster Hunter Rise is not really a really too crazy game, but I tested Monster Hunter World on Melon with the 30 frames per second, and while it was holding up, I think we do have some rooms for improvement there. So knowing that we want to put our hands in that market at some point, 60 frames per second got to be on the horizon in that regard. So not the first one to request it. I'll be honest with you, not the first one to request it, even request it internally, so it's gotta be on the way. But welcome in everybody. Welcome in, Kodo from South Africa. What time is it there in Johannesburg? But welcome in. But yeah, like I said, this stream today is just more for it's more for like us. It's more for the community, less going down the hot fix list, and more like, let's just talk about some things that I've seen come up on social media as far as Melon is concerned, and using the app. Also, if you guys have any questions, much like Westside presented me with, be sure to shoot those in the chat, and I'll try to answer those as they come along. But yeah, like I said, I hope y'all week has been great. I'm doing okay. I have a 9-month-old going. He'll be 10 months on the 5th. Yeah, he'll be 10 months on the 5th. And they say this about kids. Kids are like all your bad traits, all your bad traits are shown through your kids, because they're just a product of your environment. They pick up on that stuff, and I think my stubbornness has gotten through to this kid, because sleep is not. He's fighting sleep with every fiber of his being. So there's nights where I get 3 hours of sleep. There's nights where I get 6 hours. Tonight I was blessed. He felt like he could sleep for 6.5 hours, and that was a blessing. That was a blessing. But otherwise, it's 3, 4 hours at a time. He's up, he's ready to go. I just don't know how babies wake up so fast. But are we planning on having anything above 1080p? So that in particular, I don't think so, not at this time. But I could definitely bring it over to the team. I think I think 1080p is like where we want to hold fast until we get the 60 frames. I say 60 frames will come before 1080. I truly believe that. You said it's 10:36 where you at 10:36 p.m. Nice, nice. Oh, you up a little late. Look, that's not late for me. Like I said, I got a baby that don't sleep. So, but like I said, welcome in everybody. I'm glad to see y'all here. How have y'all streams been going for most part? How's those been going? Man, my glasses are dirty again from the baby. Don't mind me. Let's see if I got something to clean these off with. Mm, I do got a cloth here. I've been doing a little bit of testing myself again. Like I told y'all last week, I do a little bit of consecration on the side as well, and I utilize Melon for some of the group reactions that we do to some videos, some trailers, and I've been trying out this local recording feature myself, and I hope you guys are enjoying that. And if you are having issues, make sure you're reporting those. Um, but yeah, but other than that, other than the babies, other than streaming, I've been really trying to pay attention to how you guys are communicating with us on social media. My stream is going fine so far, no complaints. Speaking of streams going fine, I'm getting off a tangent. I'm sorry. So last week in my last stream, Veronica, she hit me up at the stream. She was like, there was parts of your stream where it was like it was a little fuzzy, like when you were sharing your screen doing that. I was like, huh, I wonder what that is. Literally 5 minutes after she said that, my whole internet went down for about 10, 20 minutes. I'm on the phone with Google Fiber. I'm like, yo, you need to get somebody out here. I work. I work online. I work from home. I need the internet. I need it. I stream for Melon. I need to have my streams up. And they was like, I don't know what Melon is. So I said, well, because you know me, while I got you, Melon is, and I so hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some more users in here. But but yeah, but they got it up quick, fast, in a hurry, and then they even sent out a technician the very next day, and I got my whole stuff rewired. I got a router that I can hardline into, so hopefully it looks good on your side. Um, any more Streamlays that are showing on your social media other than advertising things you can put on your stream? Also, the ability to flip the camera horizontally and vertically. Throws virtual pamphlet. What up, Chris Panda? No ability to flip the camera, but we did ask that on on the Melon Twitter. We did ask, is that something you guys were looking for? And we got quite a bit of feedback from you guys saying that's something that you want to be able to rotate, move, scale, resize. So that's definitely on the development pipeline. So again, a lot of these we use this. Melon is an app for y'all. So like, if y'all want something enough, make sure y'all chiming in or y'all piping up, because I'm gonna get that to the dev team. And as annoying as I am, you think about hearing me in your ear for 8 hours. You got me for 45 minutes. Imagine hearing me in your ear for 8 hours a day. Hey, 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 listen, hey, you know what we need? Hey, this, that. So I could be as annoying as y'all need me to be. So anything that y'all want, anything that y'all want to see in the app, anything that y'all need that you think that the app is missing, hit us up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up in my email, melonmike@melonapp.com, and I'll get it right over to the team. Please believe. Let's see. How do I present a PowerPoint presentation on Melon? Is there a way to upload a file on Melon? So there is not a way to upload a file to Melon other than your logo and a video. The way to share, there's two ways to share a PowerPoint presentation. So There is share the entire screen. That's one option with the share button, or you can. Um, I think you can share app, so you have the ability to share app. Now, what we found in our testing is that when you share app, when you share app, there is we've seen this in Firefox, if I believe correct, if I remember correctly. When you try to go through the slides within Firefox, um, if you click off the presentation, there's some weird interactions that happen there. But those are the two ways you could do that. You could do it by share screen or share entire screen or share uh app is how you can do that in the Chrome browser which we recommend, or if you're on Mac, I think Safari works now. So yeah. But long story short, share your screen. That's the easiest way to do that. There's no way to upload files quite yet. So, but hey, like I said, if that's what you want, I need you to be more annoying. That's how things get done. Squeaky wheel gets the oil. That's what they say. Squeaky wheel. My mom always said that to me. I never understood it until like I had kids. Cause like all you want to do is like, yo, how do I stop this one from making this noise? Ah, okay. Just do whatever. Just do whatever they want. Just do whatever they want. Whatever. Who cares about the repercussions? But yeah. So one thing that I've been seeing, and I want to get back into some of the things I've been seeing that's coming up a lot in the support channels that I've been working in. Um, we've been having some people reach out about their Facebook group, like when they go live, it's been giving and saying that you need to verify it again. And I just want to walk through that here just a little bit. And I'm going to share my screen with a test group that I've made, just so I can show y'all how to do it. If you run into this situation. So let me share. Let's see. Let's do this one. Okay. So when you are in Facebook, so this is my test group. As you can see, I'm the only member here, and I don't know if it's tracking my cursor, but I'm the only one in this test group here. Uh, but it's a private group, and I think this is where we've been running into this issue a lot as well. It's in a private group. If you go to your group settings, so you have to go over here to the left, and let me take this overlay off for just a second. There we go. So if you go to to the left side of your group, so this is if you're an admin of the group, go all the way down on the left side and go to group settings, right? And this is again, this is if you run into this situation and it's giving you an error back that it won't stream. Uh, you scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and here under apps, and I think yeah, so under here under apps, click on that, and I was testing here. You go to add apps, and just make sure that Melon right here is added. So you click on that, it'll ask you if you want to add to the group. You click on add, and there you go. Uh, from this point on, it should be able to stream directly back to that group again. And again, this is a private group, so I won't mess up any of the stream that I'm doing now to getting that going. Uh, so am I doing? Make sure I'm not doing a local recording. But that's how you would take care of that. And let me get rid of that because I was add this. And as long as you see that here, let me share it again. As long as you see this here within your group, you should be okay. Now, in the event that this is here and you're still running into issues, um, on the Melon side, the next step is, and I have to say this so you understand. You have to we will go through the process of removing this, and then on the Melon side, we would then remove the Facebook destinations, every one of them, and then try to re-add them, and then allow the permissions to access to this group. Now, the reason why, and let me stop sharing again. Let me see what you said in the chat. How come when I connect? How come when I connect my Facebook group to the stream, anyone who comments from the Facebook group says Facebook is not the name? Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. And that's due to the way Facebook's API is set up in regards to groups. And we've been working with Facebook to try to get this resolved. But this, when the way the API is set up is so, like, when we get a message or when Melon receives a message from it can't track the actual user information. And like I said, we've been working with Facebook and we've been going back and forth to try to get that going as a to work like it would with a page or a profile. And really that's coming down to them getting it sorted out on their end for us. And I think the same things happen. Well, you can't even see link. I don't think you can see LinkedIn. Um, but if LinkedIn were to show up in the stream, it would appear the same way like LinkedIn user because the API is built the same. So like I said, we're still working with Facebook in that regard, but Facebook is kind of slow on the pull of that, probably because they shifting everything over to they Meta brand name, but it's always a fight. Mm, but when you remove the Facebook connection, um, and you have something already scheduled, it'll give you a warning. But I think I need to warn you anyway. It will remove those scheduled shows that you have for uh for the certain groups. So like those Facebook pages, those groups and profiles. If you have them scheduled, when you remove them to try to troubleshoot this, it will cancel those scheduled streams, and then when you go to schedule again, it'll just make a new one. Uh, so on the front end of that, so like on the Facebook side, on the YouTube side, on wherever you're streaming to, just make sure you go in on that side of on that side of the stream or that side of the process and just delete those posts. I had to do that today because when I was testing this to kind of present this to you guys, it posted the stream notification twice, and one of the posts I deleted it like right before the stream. One of the posts is my son flexing his muscles like this. So I was like, yo, let me get that off of here. Everybody don't need to see my baby in them curls. So let me get that off and just get this up here with the Brella report. Um, but yeah, that's the one thing that we've been running into a lot. So if you still having issues with that, hit us up in support at melonapp.com and we'll kind of continue working from there. But I think I think by doing one of those three things, it will resolve some of that. If someone comments on Facebook, I have to go to my phone to see who it is. That's tedious, and I will stand by you and say, yo, that's annoying. I wouldn't want to have to do that, and hopefully we can keep pressing Facebook to fix this. Again, it's an API issue on their end, so we have to stay vigilant with them to kind of stay on top of their thing when it comes to that. But another thing that's come up on our Twitter, at least, outside of the rotating camera or moving our ability to edit the camera and crop it, it's been, what kind of music can I play? What kind of music can I play and not get dinged on YouTube and Facebook? Now, we do have a blog that I think I wrote this one. Yeah, I wrote this one on the Melon website. So if you, I think it's found here. Yeah. So this is one I wrote here. Yeah, you can check that one out. And that gives you a list of like the 5 places you can get DMCA free music from, some paid, some free. Um and I know it has George's name on it, but I gave him the meat and potatoes. He posted it, so it went under his name. But I wrote this blog, and you can find a lot of blogs. You got information on about some of the things that we do on Melon from this here, and I'll just bring it up on screen as well. I just use music from YouTube library, and that's the number one suggestion I put on there. That is the safest bet. So let's see. Um, share screen. Okay. So here are some of the. Here's our blog page, right? And I put the link in the chat so you can see it. We have a bunch of things like um, local recording article. We had written by George Veronica. I think I've written two of these. So I wrote this one here, how to deal with burnout as a live streamer and content creator, and then I wrote the road to free music one. More to come. But we have green screen suggestions and help there. We have what is game streaming and how you do it, which is pretty self-explanatory, and some other support articles. Just something outside of the like, here's how you solve this. Step 1, 2, and 3 is like this is more personable, more more. I feel like it's more like relatable in that regard rather than just being like just a list of things that you need to do. So this shows you how to set up your super chat with YouTube. So yeah, some cool articles here, but that's not why we're here. We're here for free music for your stream. So you could read this, and this is I put this out when we put out when we brought out the background audio uh feature, and when it was still in beta, or I think it still is in beta, but uh, I put up my 5 suggested places to get some. The top 3 being free options. So you got the YouTube audio library. You have Cherney Beats, which is Cherney was special in this regard because um, he actually his website not only has the music, but in the event that you get dinged, and which you probably won't, and I'll bring up the site right here. He gives you a license for it. You can put your email here, he send it to you, and then you have that to use or combat or appeal if anything happens. So that's the coolest thing about this one. And he's on Spotify. He has a playlist on the website. You can just pull this up and play it in the background. And then you have and then you can, like I said, you stream it straight from the website. But the first one, the YouTube audio library. Uh, when do we add Instagram? Um, let's see. It's called Cherney Beats is what it's called. RV. Um, when we gonna add Instagram? Instagram, Instagram is another tough one. Again, like their API is set up in a way which we can't really gather information from it. It's like so we can't gather like the username, we can't gather comments. So for that, we do suggest you use like yellowduck.tv or I think it's instafeed.me to get the RTPM and use the custom RTPM destination to stream through that. It's just a matter of the willingness of these different platforms to kind of work with us and let us, let the API work our API work in conjunction with their API. So again, we more than willing to work on stuff and get the people get it to the platforms we want them to be. Because I know outside of Instagram, I think Rumble was a big one as well. I think a lot of people were suggesting that we have Rumble as a native destination, but right now that's subject to the custom RTPM. Uh, I mean, RTMP. Oh my gosh, I've got those letters mixed around. But yeah. So we have. Let me close this test group. So to get to the YouTube library, and let me move myself again. You click on your profile. You go to YouTube Studio, and then over here on the left, you could go to audio library, GDPR and compliance. Uh-oh. Sorry. I just got a message that my oldest son is feeding my youngest son a lemon wedge. Cool. uh, so from here, Andrew, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what the GDPR compliance is. I apologize. I'm unfamiliar with that. Um, so from here, you can select the different type of instrumentals or songs that you want to use. And the way that I would do it in Melon, um, you could use the share background audio, or and you could just like download one of these and then load it up and play it with your background audio, or you could go to like here's what I do. It's kind of like a cheat, right? So I'll stop sharing and I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can just hear it. So oh, not that one. So when I share my screen, I go to share Chrome tab, share audio. Make sure that is clicked. There's a little checkbox there. Now I'm gonna show this on screen again, and then what I'll do is that I'll play this song, and hopefully it's not gonna be too loud. Which is jazz and blues. I think I have it. Oh, not that. We'll play that. And what I'll do, just do that. Look, I just double click on myself, and there you go. We got background music. And that's if you wanted to. Let me turn this down a little bit. Make it more ambient. I am not meaning to serenade y'all. That's just if you wanted it to be like in the background or whatever you're recording. But is there going to be a feature where you play directly from YouTube audio library instead of having to download it? Yeah. So right now I'm playing directly from the library. Again, this is like a workaround. So I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing the browser tab is what I'm sharing, because if you share your entire screen, you're gonna echo your Melon. You're gonna echo your Melon audio, or at least I will, because the way my audio is coming through a mixer. And so I just put it on. I'll just share the screen, and you can do this before or after you're recording. Share on the screen, and then I'll just hit those 2 arrows, double click on myself, and then I'll make myself just be on top of it and hide that audio. And then even while that's behind me, I can select different songs. Like I'm just over here clicking around. Again, all these are safe because they're coming from YouTube. I think the only thing they ask is that I don't know. I don't want nothing with lyrics. Let me tell you that. Uh, but all they ask is that you credit the creator on either in your description or wherever you post your audio, and then yeah, and you can just use whatever you want. I tend to stay towards like the instrumentals and the jazz blues. And you can, let me bring this back on the screen. Uh, you can choose. You can separate it by genre. You can separate it by mood, and that's why like this is like really cool, because like I I don't want to hear sad music on the stream. What did I just play? That by the fireplace was supposed to be happy. That was supposed to be bringing you memories. So that's why like I'll just filter by happy, and I got all my happy tracks. I want to filter by jazz. There you go. I got all my happy jazz and blues tracks right here. What's this? The joint is jumping. I wonder what that is. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Uh, that joint was indeed not jumping. So I'll take that filter off. And let's go. Let's try something else. Let's try. I think you can even search as well. Uh, What's this? One thing that you will notice, I just realized this when I played this song. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Yo, when I was like only doing support, I would be on Zoom calls with Carrie, try to help her figure out her stuff. Carrie, it's been a while. I hope your streams are going great. It was great always getting on the call talking to you. We always had good experiences and we was always able to solve it, I hope. Solve the issue that you were going through. So I do appreciate you being here. But one thing that you'll find with these tracks is that if you watch YouTube a lot, you will start hearing these in the background. You know why? Because they safe. That's why you will see them in the background. But or hear them in the background. Yeah. So that's what you can do that. And you can do the same thing for like, so let's say I got this churny beats, right? So let me share this tab. And the cool thing, and you can't see my melon here, but you can share, you can queue up different tabs. Like I say, you got different styles on. So like right now, I have the YouTube one on, and I could just swap between the two in the background. So you could do this. I think you could do this even if I'm on. So if I'm on top, no, okay, it didn't work that way. Hey, look, I'm trying to find the codes for y'all. So for this one, you do the same kind of thing, and you go down to this. Oh, I like this track. I think. Yeah. So you can do that. I'm not for sure if you can control the volume here for him. Yeah. And then you just hide. There you go. Easy. Easy. But again, this is on Spotify. This copyright free, and again, make sure you fill this out and get your stream license. That way, that if anything does come up, Mariano, I'm good. How are you? That way, if anything does come up, then you have this proof. And I wish I had a printout to show y'all, but it is literally his signature with your email address, email to you. It says you have the right to use his music. There's a couple of artists. I pay attention on Twitter for the most part. There's a lot of artists, independent artists that say just use my stuff. Like there's an artist named Cookie Kawaii that lets you use her stuff. I forget his name. I think it's like Ribule or something like that. I can't remember his name, but he be making a bunch of like weird songs. But they're funky. So you can go and just stream her stuff. You say you can stream his stuff. Again, another independent artist. But then we also have let me share this as well. We have my third choice, which is I think the third choice has like one of the bigger libraries of the three that I put on that I'm showcasing today. So I'm gonna share this tab here. You have an internet of 16. The last two streaming video freeze. So you're saying that you have 16 megs upload, but the last two streams were freezing up on you? Let me put this up here as well. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Harris Heller. Okay, so Mariano, for that, what you want to do is, and I'm assuming, are you doing this from your PC, correct? You doing this are you streaming mobile or are you streaming from your PC? I think you're streaming from your PC if you're talking about up and down. So if you're doing it from your PC, there's a couple things you can do to check it out. And I can see you like a support article or whatever, but you want to double check and make sure your connection is good. So if you are getting any kind of like messaging before you start up saying like, oh, this is unstable or what, it's like a little yellow warning it'll give you at the top of your Melon stream. It'll tell you if the stream is unstable or if you need to get to a better connection, but like 16 megs, I feel like should be good. Should be good. So generally when you see that when you freezing up, hmm, it's definitely let me you know what, Mariano, let me see. I'm gonna get your email and email me here because I want to look at the bitrate report from your stream and see if you were getting like fluctuations throughout the stream because it may have just been how you were connected to the server. So I'm gonna shoot this in the chat. There you go. Email me there your the email associated with the Melon account, and I'm gonna look at the bitrate on your last stream. Was it the last stream? And see if how much it was fluctuating. Because if it's freezing, that's usually indication of some kind of drop somewhere. Like you got dropped from the server somehow, and you may have connected somehow. But I just want to see how bad it actually was. So we can see that from our end, from the back end of things. So shoot me an email there, Mariano, and I'll take a look most definitely. Because after the stream, I'll be on support for the rest of the day. But Stream Beats is made by a content creator who also does tutorials on YouTube for streaming, for content creation, for creating YouTube videos and all this other stuff, giving you like really good tips. But he goes by the name of Harris Heller. I don't know if you're familiar with him at all, but the reason why I like this site and what he offers is that there's a little something for everything. Like if you like drum and bass, is there. You have like house music. If you like hip hop, if you like rock, it's all here. It's all separated. And as you can see, there's multiple albums for each section. So you can select those and you can either play them from the site or play from one of these selected places here. So like your Amazon, your Spotify, Apple Music, or even Amazon playlist. That's crazy. So again, it'll just happen like the last time. So I'll play Epidemic Sound is a great site, but it's a subscription service. Yeah, and I try to make like the top 3 on my list, places that you can get to for free, due to the fact that I know that I'm content creating on a budget. I know that I'm streaming on a budget for the most part, and I say that with this ignore this. This is work stuff. Ignore that. If it wasn't for doing like streams for Melon, I would still be on my Blue Snowball over here, using my Logitech 920. I still be using all that because I feel like you get a lot of value out of like a budget setup. I mean, I don't think, and again, we're gonna get into personal opinion. You do not need all the bells and whistles to have a good stream. You do not need all the bells and whistles to be successful on any platform. All you have to be is entertaining. All you have to be entertaining and look as if you're enjoying what you're doing and engage your audience. If you're engaging your audience, you like what you're doing, and you're entertaining, you can do this. You can do this from earpods. Like you can do this from earpods and a cell phone. And I've seen it done. Some of the top streamers, like one of the most popular streamers on Twitch in particular, was doing it from a potato computer and had the old Apple AirPods, the wired ones, and that's what they was doing their stream for. He sounded like he was talking through a cardboard box, but he was entertaining. He engaged his chat, and he just had stuff that people wanted to see. So it's just like, I mean, good gear is only going to get you somewhere, and I'm tying that back to like paying for a subscription service for music when you have access to at least 3 that I've listed here that you don't need to pay for. You could get, and it can serve its purpose. If you need some music for the background, like just be like some ambient or give like set the mood. I've given you 3 sources here in this, like on the stream and in the blog, to kind of use and run with, especially the site that I'm on right now. So you can choose from any of these. It'll have any kind of sound that you're looking for. Hit play. I'll start with house. That's playing. Again, same situation. I myself. Now that won't stop. Again, because a lot of people are reusing these free resources, it will not stop. It will not prevent It would not prevent your stream for sometimes sounding like an Allegra commercial or a commercial for some kind of medication. I can't help you there because a lot of people are using these. And a lot of that stuff sound the same. So, but you're gonna be free from getting copyright strike. So, you know, you got to take your law. You got to roll with the punches in that regard. But yeah, so like I said, these three are good sites. Let me bring this back on the stream. Um, these three in particular are good places to get music from to use for your stream. I tell you how I do it. So I either find their playlist on Spotify so I can play it continuously because I'm not for sure about the YouTube. Oh, well, so like so the I just use it to play it continuously in the background, and you can do that with YouTube too. It looks like so you can just play a track, or you can make a playlist. I think, and then you could kind of just like play those music on a playlist and just keep going through them all. Um, but that's what I would do for now. If you know your streams are gonna be long, like this one's 40 minutes already. If you're gonna be like streaming for like 3-4 hours, that's what I would do. Um, unless you know you're just shooting like a short video, maybe a short video or something that you could just queue up some background audio, because that's what we made that for. Like files that you don't have access to on the internet, you can use the browse audio file from your the excuse me the share audio uh background audio share feature to use audio that you may have on your computer saved. I'll tell you another thing, and what got me thinking about the background audio or sounds from your computer. We got some requests for like a soundboard or kind of like sound effects things that you can use on the stream for like funny moments, round of applause, wacky stuff. And I want to say the team kind of likes the idea of that. So maybe in the near future you're gonna see something along that. I think that it got a lot of gears turning and getting us to play a little bit. So be. I don't want to be Tom Holland of the Marvel series and start talking about stuff that come out before it does, or if stuff is gonna come out. And if y'all familiar with Tom Holland, the new Spider-Man, he'd be spoiling all those movies. But yeah, I don't want to be that case because it could be that we'll be working on something and it just doesn't work out for us on the back end, and I may have spoke too soon, but it's definitely getting some gears turning of what we can do uh, with Melon and provide for y'all. So let's see what does this say. Not bad, not bad. I'm afraid to play this hype track. All right, I get it. And you said epidemic sound. Let's see. I think I have Free Music Archive and Motion Array on this. Epidemic Sound, I think I was gonna put it on this. I don't think I put it on this list. But I was gonna use Epidemic Sound, but again, I saw that subscription service and kind of kept that off the list. And this list, I would say this list is a little bit biased just due to the fact that like I was trying to find resources that are easily accessible that you don't got to come out of pocket for because you're already paying a subscription to Melon. Why would I try to offer you suggestions that you pay in a subscription to pay another subscription just to do something that you should just be able to do anyway? So that's my motivations going in when suggesting things for users. Is like, what can I suggest user to use that does not put that they don't have to come out of pocket for? So that's pretty much all I had. I wanted to talk to y'all about today. I just wanted to showcase some things and trying to bring up some things that I was finding on social media. Is there anything else that y'all got for me today? Before I get going, let me take these headphones off. I don't need these no more. Bring up. Thanks for the link for the blog. Great help. Not a problem. And like I said, if there's anything that you think we're missing, anything that you want an article written on, let us know. Let us know, and we'll get to I'll get to writing. I'll get to going because I love talking. I love writing as much as I love talking. So we'll get it written up and get you some resources as well as again. And I brought it up last stream. Just it's I hate to be that guy talking about this every stream, but in when you are like for me, I would admit I'm a little bit sleep deprived just due to the situation I'm in with with a newborn, with well not newborn, he's almost 10 months, but with a new baby in the house, trying to adjust to their schedule, trying to get them acclimated with sleeping on their own and stuff like that. The the lack of sleep can affect your mental, and so when you are uh when you are affected by something like that, the little things get to you. So that could be the little things could be like the stream stuff, something not working, something breaking, something not connecting. I think it's very important that I keep mentioning this is that please, please, please find it in your heart. Find it in your heart, or just know in your heart that it's okay to stop and take away from this, from like content creation, from streaming, from doing this. It's very important that you take a step back. You can step away from this. It's going to be here when you come back, and really take a walk, take some breaths, experience these moments, because this stuff is going to be here. And I think it's really important that not only that that I keep preaching that, but also that I practice what I preach, because for me, and I think the reason why I keep bringing it up is because I keep telling myself, yo, you can stop. You can step away. You can spend this time. You can do this in here. No, nothing is going anywhere. But I think it's because it's so like apparent and in my face with that. I just want to make sure that I'm letting everybody else know that, yo, just you can step away. You can take a breath, you can walk away, you can do that. Mental health is a big thing to me, if you haven't noticed already. And if your mental is not correct, then it's going to show in the things that you produce, including your shows, your stream, your content, your music, whatever you do in this creative space. And just allowing yourself to take that step, to take a breath, to take that mental break is so big. So please do so if you need to. Do so if you need to. You have a 1-year-old girl? Man, I have 2 boys. I wanted a girl. Both of my boys I thought was gonna be girls. I rev myself up, I practice. Something I didn't know about myself. And he said, I love to talk. Yeah. One thing I didn't know about myself is that I love shopping for baby clothes. And girls, baby clothes are so cute. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get her this, I'm gonna get her that, I'm gonna get her this Wonder Woman stuff, I'm gonna get her this, I'm gonna get a unicorn, a dragon, dinosaurs. And I had 2 boys. 2 boys. And not that I'm disappointed, but it's like, man, I done hyped myself up for this baby girl. And now I got 2 boys that just want to roughhouse all the time. And I'm old. I'm not old, but I feel old. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all showing up. I appreciate y'all asking questions, and most of all, I appreciate y'all for using Melon. That's the biggest thing. Thank y'all for using Melon. I'll be back again next Friday. I promise, unless something bad happens, God forbid, that we got a new variant going around and I get sick, unless something like that happens, I'll be here next Friday with a guest. I already have a guest booked for next Friday, so look forward to that. It was a guest that I was supposed to have, but we had to reschedule. But she's gonna be on, and she's really cool. You're gonna like her. I feel like you're gonna like her, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it a lot. So you guys have a great weekend. I'm gonna try to have a great weekend. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Mariano, try to get some sleep with that baby girl. And y'all keep using Melon. Peace.